Hello and welcome to my little corner of the internet. Today we are going to be picking my April TBR using Easter eggs. I think this is a really cool concept. I think I've seen a couple people use it a couple years ago. I haven't seen anybody do it this year yet, but I just thought it was a cool concept, so I wanted to do it. So inside each one of these eggs holds a title to a book that I really need to read. I was originally going to do prompts, and I do prompts a lot, but my thought process was if I use prompts, then I'm not going to get the books that I need to prioritize reading, or even if I do, I'm not going to think of them during the time. So a couple days ago, I wrote out all these book titles, stuck them in eggs, and that is how we are going to be picking our TBR this month. I think it's a cool concept, and I think I'm going to pick 7. Why 7? I am going to try and force myself to read this month. I have been really slacking off on my February reading and my March reading. I really haven't read much. You'll see in a coming wrap up that there's like not a lot total, but I really want to pick this up in April, so we are going to pick from here and prioritize reading whatever books get picked this month. So without further ado, let's pick our first book. I guess it doesn't matter if I look or not. I have no clue what these books are. Oh, okay. Ready? I really should have done my nails for this. They look so bad, so please do not look. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. Okay. This is The Escape Game. So this book is The Escape Game, and it's by Marissa Meyer and Tamara Moss. It comes out on April 7th, so it's getting published soon, and I do have a e-arc copy of this, which is so exciting. I really need to get it read so that I can post a review on it. But pretty much, it is a YA murder mystery, and it says, it's all fun and games until somebody ends up dead. 6 months ago, season 4 of The Escape Game ended in horror when contestant Alicia was found murdered on set. Now season 5 is underway, and new contestants are ready to put their test to skills solving the show's trickiest escape rooms. There's Ada, the cartographer, Carter, the math whiz, Beck, the wannabe game master, and Sierra, the girl who got away with her sister's murder. Or so everyone believes. But Sierra's not just here to win, she's here for justice. When contestants begin uncovering clues that hint at the identity of Alicia's true killer, it becomes clear that the stakes aren't high in this competition. They're deadly. If these teens want to win and survive the game, they must solve the biggest mystery of who killed Alicia. Does that not sound really good? I am so excited. Obviously, there's not many concepts like this, if any at all. I haven't personally heard of any where they're like escape room murders, which sounds so cool. And I love the idea of getting a thriller on my April TBR, so that will be number 1. For number 2, we got a purple egg. And this one is The Astral Library. So in The Astral Library, we follow a girl named Alex who has grown up in the foster care system, and she finds a reprieve in reading books because those are kind of like the only things that don't let you down. One day she's in the library and she's reading, and she ends up stumbling through this magical door, and she meets the librarian who has kind of taken her under their wing, and she is welcomed into this brand new life, but something is stopping them as there is an enemy that comes to face them, and she must, I guess, save the library. We will figure it out, but it sounds interesting. I like the concept. I'm not sure if I'm going to be a huge fan of this, but I really hope that I am. I did get this one from my library just in case, but I'm really excited to read it and see what it could be about. On to number 3. We have a green egg. And this is Main Characters. So I bought this book last summer because I seen everybody talking about it and I was obsessed with the cover, but then as people started giving their reviews, it wasn't very high, so then I put it off, but I'm actually so stoked to actually be giving it a shot. So in main characters, we follow Vivian and Lucy, who typically spend a month every summer with their father, but they don't know about each other's existence, or at least one of them doesn't. I'm not exactly sure, but Vivian goes to spread her father's ashes after he passes away, only to find Lucy there waiting for his return. She had no clue. And so now there's a bunch of secrets that are coming to light. There is a lot of grieving, but also fighting, and I don't know, it seems really interesting. It seems really, I don't know, I'm so excited. And also, I'm assuming this takes place in Maine since it's spelled like this, and if that's the case, we are planning a family vacation in Maine at the end of the year, which I think is just gonna give me all the vibes, which I will love. So yeah, I'm super interested to read this, and I'm so glad to be putting this on my April TBR as well. For pick number 4, orange. Oh, okay, so we got one of every color. That is great. And I got Daggermouth. I am so stoked for this. So this is Daggermouth by H.M. Wolf. If you haven't heard of it, now you are. I am so excited. This is a very thick book. This is getting traditionally republished, and so when everybody started searching for the book with this cover, I was like, wait a second, I actually love that cover. I need it. And so I fell victim to the trend, to the hype train, and I went and found it. Luckily, it was at a Books A Million, and I was able to order it offline for retail price, so I didn't have to pay an exorbitant fee because I'm so not for people reselling for crazy fees. But luckily I was able to grab a copy of this. I'm really hoping I love it because I see everyone giving it 4 or 5 stars, and I'm hoping I'm one of those people. But pretty much we're following a fantasy book that takes place in a heart. And if that doesn't sound cool, I don't know what does. The first thing you'll learn in Newfound Haven is mercy no longer exists. Showing mercy is a weakness, and weakness gets you killed. The second thing is the Veyra are always watching. From the highest glass atrium in the heart to the windowless slum dens of the Boundary, no movement goes unseen. The last lesson is the hardest, but you must remember it. Love outside of your ring is a death sentence. The city is carved into rings of privilege and poverty, ruled by the masked elites who will do whatever it takes to hold on to power. Obedience is demanded and rebellion is crushed. Grayson has spent his life caught between 2 worlds. Publicly, he's the flawless heir to the presidency, and privately, he's entangled in secrets that could topple the regime. But when he's forced into a political marriage meant to bind him tighter to the government's brutal laws, he finds himself shackled to a bride who is lethal as she is unwilling. Shadra is a mercenary raised to kill, not to wed, yet when her bullet misses its mark, survival leaves her bound to the very man she was sent to eliminate. Trapped inside the corrupt heart of the city, she becomes both prisoner and wife, her every step watched, her every move tested. Their union is no love story, it's a battlefield. As secrets come to light and betrayals fester within the walls of power, Grayson and Shadra must decide between annihilating one another or burning the city to the ground together. In a world where passion sparks rebellion and loyalty is paid for in blood, their forced bond may be the spark that ignites a revolution or the fire that consumes them both. Does that not sound phenomenal? To me, I feel like I'm gonna give it 5 stars. Like, it just sounds beautiful. So I am so excited to be adding this one to my TBR as well. April is looking like such a fun month. The next one that we have is Burning Daylight. If you can't tell why I picked up this book in the first place, it's because of this gorgeous cover and these stunning edges. I picked this up last year as well, about the same time that I picked up Main Characters, and then I never got around to reading it. She is also so thick, so it looks like I'm going to have a lot of pages to be prioritizing reading this month. So it says, Juliet lives in a world of luxuries, legacies, and lies. The daughter of Rosebrook Falls' most powerful family, her life is a crafted performance, and she's tired of being polished to perfection. Roman Montgomery doesn't exist. Not officially, anyway. He is a shadow, a hidden weapon, the secret heir to an empire soaked in danger and a generations-old feud. When their paths cross, sparks fly. No names, no past, just reckless smiles and a chemistry neither of them can shake. Roman is charming and mysterious, infuriatingly flirty, and Juliet, she's simply his. When Roman is called back to claim his place in the Montgomery Empire, the truth crashes down. Their families are sworn enemies, and Roman's very existence is a threat. Their love isn't just forbidden, it's impossible. Now every kiss feels like a betrayal, every stolen moment a risk. A town built on secrets and blood, their passion might be the most dangerous thing of them all. How did I not put two and two together that this was a Romeo and Juliet retelling? I'm actually shocked that I didn't until I read that synopsis, but I'm honestly really excited. I love Romeo and Juliet. We studied it in high school. I think it's a really great story. Obviously young dumb love, but I'm honestly so excited. So yeah, let's get to it. So we are currently at 5, which means we have 2 more picks to go. So here we go. The next book I got was Cover Story by Mari McFarland. This is also one that I have on my Kindle. Cover Story follows Belle and Connor, who are rivals at the same newspaper company, and they really don't like each other. They can't stand each other because I believe they're up for like the same promotion or something. While she's out and about trying to get the biggest story of her life, she bumps into Connor, and she has absolutely no other choice than to pretend that they're a couple and they're deeply, madly in love. And that is where the story goes. It's gonna be a cute romance. I can feel it in my bones. I've never read a Mari McFarland book before, but everybody says like she's such a great author. But I am surprised that I really haven't heard anything about Cover Story, and it's been out for several months, but I don't know. I'm super excited. I am ready to read it. The video quality probably looks very different, and I also hope that my video is not shaking, but I'm holding it with my hand because my camera died, so I'm using my phone. And we were picking our final book. So without further ado, let's go ahead and do that. I say the one that fell out is the one that's chosen. I'm trying to do this with one hand. So our last and final book is The Odds of You. I am actually so excited to read this one. I have this one on my Kindle as well. In The Odds of You, we follow Theo and Sage. And Sage has pretty much burned her life to the ground to follow her dreams of becoming a book author. She was originally a data analyst, and she wrote a bestseller, but now she's struggling to write her second book and doesn't think that she'll be able to. She hops on a plane and she runs into Theo, who is a up-and-coming, rising celebrity. He is in films, movies, and people mistakenly think that they're dating, but now they have to ride this high together because it is helping to promote her book and it is helping to make him become more famous. They've both agreed that there's nothing between them, but we will see. I don't know, I'm super excited. If you watched the video all the way through, thank you so much. It means the world to me. Like, subscribe, follow for more. I'm so excited to be a part of this growing channel, and thank you all for sticking around and supporting me. If you guys have any recommendations or you read any of the books that I've mentioned, feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments. Good, bad, ugly. Well, try not to be too ugly because obviously somebody worked really hard on writing that book, but yeah, just let me know what you thought of the book. And yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful day and see you in my next video.